What's up, boys? We're back with some more Soulstone survivors, and the Paladin has a brand new legendary weapon.
Let my blood and spirits join the ranks of legend.
Alright, settle down there. So he has this new God's Rebuke ability that shoots a shield bouncing between enemies and deals bonus damage based on the daze stacks on them, and also applies that, also stacks some Electrified, which applies even more dazed. He also has Hammer of Wrath, which does dazed and electrified as well. And then the artifact ability is Blessed Hammers, which does even more electrified. So we're going to try and build around all of that. And for the runes, we're trying out lots of legendaries, improved multicast. And then this one is super important, 25% of your crit chance is added to critical damage, because the dazed and electrified stuff will stack that up even further. And then we're going for some random debuffs on hit. And then let's jump on into the Titan hunt. There's a new Titan as well, so I believe we're up to 6, but there's a ton of new abilities that you can add in there now as well.
Justice be done.
Let's go with this guy. I think he has the armor reduction thing. That's a pretty good one to get early on.
Full armor and a desert. Excellent choice.
Lots of lightning already for a level 1 character, not bad. Damage of just one ability, not the greatest. I think we'll just get a little bit of multicast here, so we can stack the daze stuff up even further. Ooh, double slash is one I wanted. There's a lot of utility on that block power, multicast, and reducing their damage. Yep, that sounds good to buff up our other stuff. We do want one copy of that to have the effect, so I'll go ahead and get that. Then green cast speed sounds good. Let's see, that has some daze, that has some multicast. I'm gonna grab that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it though, maybe. It would be pretty nice to have at least one of the healing skills, just to have some of that to go with some of my armor, if we get anything that scales that up. Cast frequency on double slash is pretty nice. Yeah, the purity effect at 15 stacks can heal you a bit. So honestly, I think I'm fine keeping that. Chance of blocking. We'll stack that up a ton from that, so I think we can actually banish that. And then grab some cast frequency on that for more buffing. Ooh, movement speed and all skills applied dazed. Okay, we definitely want that. Crit damage, that's actually pretty bad since we're going to get so much of that from the various crit related effects. Oh yeah, what's the class thing? Slivers of holy light stay inside of them, and then eventually you gain like 7 different stats. I think those are usually not the greatest though. I think we can definitely ban crit damage, and then that, since we have a copy of that. I'm not sure if we want to ban that, but we can take a copy of the burn thing for now. Out of Divine Inspiration. Whatever, we'll grab a bit, try it out. Let's go with the daze stacking thing here. Electric into Holy. That'll work on Penance. It won't really do a lot on that since we should be able to cap that out fairly easily later on, but that should be fine. Grab a copy of the poison thing. Whatever we grab here, I'm probably gonna replace eventually. Oh wait, I don't even need any of those right now anyways, so we can skip that, start taking some passives here. I'll grab a copy of the Doom, Critical Doom, and then a green multicast. We could probably ban that thing as well since it's kind of annoying. And then Might is pretty good. I definitely want the multicast buff so we can stack up even more dazed. How many of these do we want to replace? Maybe living weapons? I think I want to keep everything else, so I think it would just be Arcane Might for that slot. cast on Lightning Surge. We can probably banish that. Potency. Actually, I think that's useless as well, because it only scales up the movement, I believe. 50 and 4, let's check that just to make sure. I can ban that. We have a copy of that. And we have a copy of that. So 30 and 4, or 50 and 4, I mean. Yeah, so it only scales up the movement speed.
Wisdom and power.
So unfortunately, that's kind of useless then.
Void fragments makes me closer to the real challenge.
Let's do cast speed here. We're going to replace that eventually. I'll grab a bit of XP. So just looking for arcane power. Let's go ahead and get that out of there since it's useless. Grab a bit more XP. Ooh, blue cast speed. We don't really gain a lot from that, I think, but purple cast speed's pretty nice.
A blessing I have taken.
And we're already going to have to turn that down a little bit. Too much lightning flying everywhere. Critical poison, we don't have that yet.
Another fragment claimed. Press.
That is not that good, actually. That's decent. Let's just toss a reroll, try and find some good stuff. Electric into Holy's not bad. That is pretty good. That's okay. I think I'm fine with that.
Enlightenment. True.
Blue area or Holy improves those. That... Wait, no, it improves the other stuff, right? Because that is... No, that's electric. Okay, that's fine, actually.
I'll carry the spear.
Cast of God's Rebuke. Yup, that's great. There we go, Arcane Power. Toss that onto the Living Weapons for even more multicast. We don't have the Critical Bleed yet. Grab a copy of that. Potency on that's pretty good. We could probably lock that and grab both of them.
Another triumph, another step to.
And then we can skip the active skills now. I could probably ban Doom damage. We have a copy of that. Let's go ahead and grab that. Basically, I just want one copy of at least one each of the debuffs so that we can gain any sort of synergy effects that go with them. But I'm not really going to be scaling up the debuffs themselves that much. I'm just using them for their utility. Hammer of Wrath probably won't end up doing that much. God's Rebuke is already way above that, so we'll just take some XP here. Penance, I don't think we'll do a ton either, mainly just Dazed and Purity there. Let's get some of the class thing, see how that ends up working out. We also have a decent number of rerolls as well. Blue damage, sure.
Dark gifts. I'll bear them all.
cast speed, not bad.
Another fragment claimed. Press on.
Crit chance, sure. That doesn't do a ton. We can ban burn damage. Area of Hammer of Wrath. That'll make it slightly easier to apply the day stuff, I guess. Probably better than that anyways. We don't have a copy of that yet.
Darkness weakens, the light advances.
Skills certainly look cool, I will give them that. Tons of lightning everywhere. Potency on that's pretty good. That's junk for me, I think. Brings us up to 85% multicast while that's active. That's useless. Toss some rerolls. Electric into Arcane. That's actually useless later on. It would help a bit currently in the early game, but I'm just going to grab some crit chance since we're trying to go all in on that.
Void fragments makes me closer.
Electric improves those two with crit chance. That doesn't actually do a lot. I'll just take the global damage there and then multicast, cast speed.
Challenge. Titan, I come for you. Ready yourself.
Multicast on that's fine since it improves the debuff stacking. I don't really need to lock any of those, I think.
The heavens sing with me.
Wait, can I just base tank with the healing thing, actually? That'd be a lot easier. Probably not right on top of all the volcanoes.
Stone we ascend.
So I'm really just using that for the healing. I don't think that does a ton for me. Not really doing that either. There's the armor reduction thing. I think here that would be a big one. Here we go. All attacks can apply Shattered. We have that. That's useless. Toss a reroll. XP's fine early on.
A true blessing.
So that's the new one. I guess we'll head over there, see what he has.
Not all shadows here are cast by the trees.
That doesn't really do a ton. We could probably toss some rerolls, look for like some global cast speed or a decent rarity. Ooh, synergy we don't have yet.
A true blessing. Faith.
Nope. God's Rebuke is pretty good. That improves those two. That's kind of bad.
Steel.
That's decent. Those are not great. Let's toss some rerolls. That's terrible. It's okay. No. It's pretty bad. That's really good. Those are solid.
Forged in Titan.
Did I just get another legendary there? Yeah, I did that one.
Pure and true.
Electric into swing. That's actually very good.
A blessing I have taken. Void fragments
The
makes me
main skills
closer
we're
to
stacking will cast the utility skill a lot more and then stack up all of its utility even more. Damage on it isn't great, we have that. We have that. I guess blue health it is. I guess so.
a holy gift. The darkness weakens, the light advances.
Nope. Cast frequency on that's fine. It's probably better to just grab everything though. Damage on that's useless. Damage of those two. That's pretty good for the arcane power buffing effect actually. Yeah, not bad. Multicast of that one. That's fine, but that might actually be better just because it's my main and best skill. I'll take it. It's over double the stats.
Another triumph, another step toward victory.
Multicast for everything, and then electric improves those. That's really good because that works on arcane power. Do I want to lock that? We don't have that many, probably not.
The light fills me. Another fragment claimed. Press on.
Damage of those two, that's pretty good. We can get that out of the upgrade pool.
Makes me closer.
Pretty bad though. We don't have burn and slow yet, so that's decent. We don't have a slow yet, and then crit chance. God's Rebuke is fine, we can take that. Cast speed.
Real challenge. A trial by combat. I accept, Titan.
Actually, let me turn my effects down since I have no idea what this guy does. He is spawning some sort of mushrooms over there. Blue area, that's fine.
I'll carry what others feel.
He's spawning a lot of mushrooms. Don't know exactly what they do. Area of hammer... whatever. Damage of 3 different things, including God's Rebuke. That's pretty good.
Wisdom and power. Glory resounds and blood.
Damage based on the number of bulwark stacks. That's decent. Max health and damage. That's almost as good, actually. Probably better currently. Let's see what else he has. Critical chance against faraway enemies. Nope. Bleed applies exposed. That's very good, actually. Yeah, let's grab that.
Time to
Cast a missile. Not bad.
justice burns within.
Then let's try some of that.
For the hunt and for honor, let's bring light to this nightmare. Another fragment.
Cast speed.
Blade, press on.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty good. Let's lock that and then do a reroll with it in there. And then this is very good. Okay, we can take all of these. Castle, that's not bad. Potency.
Pure and true.
Nope. We have that. I guess we'll try some more of the Paladin stuff here. No, it's pretty bad. Ooh, Divine Inspiration.
A blessing I have taken.
So it doesn't seem like there's a way to scale up the stats we gain from that, though. The damage, armor, and movement speed are pretty good. The other stuff is tiny, though. Let's toss some rerolls here. Multicast on 2 there is not bad.
Faith and steel forged in.
Cast frequency. Multicast. That reduces the amount. Sure, we'll try some of that.
Dark business. I'll bear them all.
We have that already. Have that. Proves the crit on those two, that's not very good. Potency.
Another triumph. Another step toward victory.
Cast speed. Let's do crits. Sure.
The darkness weakens, the light above.
Duration isn't great. Those two again. That doesn't really do a ton either. I guess blue HP. God's Rebuke is better. Should be a lot better, right? Yeah, 10 million versus... The next skill is 1.7. Electrified is the sort of global effect on a lot of them. Kind of crazy, that's around my second. I guess that might help eventually. Potency is pretty good. Yup.
Void fragments makes me closer to the real challenge.
Cast frequency. Cast. Multicast. I guess that's fine. No. Green XP, cast speed.
I'll carry what others fear. Faith and steel forge.
That's very good. That's terrible. That's not bad. I think we'll lock that and toss a reroll. Multicast on those is fine. I think I'm fine with that.
Get Titan right. Another triumph, another step toward victory. The darkness weakens. the
Area
light
isn't that important, so we'll take the multicast. We have that. More buffs on that. And then, what do we want? Electric and holy. That's fine, I think.
Titan, I come for you. Ready yourself.
We don't have that yet, so I'll grab one of those.
Dawnstone we ascend.
Slow and brittle. That's very good, actually. I definitely want that.
This place smells like damp regret. Appropriate.
Multicast. Bit of area. Crit chance on those doesn't really do much. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, that does almost nothing. I'll just grab some of that, I guess.
This best serves the cause.
Just in case it helps us stack up the brittle thing we just got. No, it's pretty bad. I think cast frequency on that for more of the buffing stuff. I'll do movement there. Damage on that's fine. Damage of empowering is mainly just the arcane power and a bit of movement speed, I guess.
Justice burns within.
Area on two things. Arcane power doesn't matter, so it's really just the Hammer of Wrath. We don't have a copy of that yet, so that's way better. Neither of those really contributes meaningfully to my overall damage. We have that. God's Rebuke is fine. We have a lot of multicast. I'll get that up a bit.
A true blessing. Void fragments makes me closer
Cast on
to the real
this.
challenge.
I'll grab a little bit of that just in case, I guess. I don't really have anything amazing there anyways. Cast is fine. That's probably better for everything though.
Faith and steel forged in Titan blood.
God's Rebuke. And another one. That is okay. That's okay. That's terrible, actually. Yeah, that's actually useless. Haven't I been leveling that some? Damage on double slash and penance is useless. And then on that, it just gives me movement speed. Yeah, that one's terrible, actually. Oops. Wait, that's not what I wanted. Reroll. That's terrible. Toss another one. That's decent. That's pretty good, actually. That's fine, I guess.
The heavens sing with me. Another fragment claimed. Press on. Darkness weakens, the light advances. The fate.
Cast frequency. Cast frequency for penance. That is probably useless at this point. Whatever. That is pretty good.
Another triumph, another step toward victory.
Multicast.
Blessings. Or a trap. We shall see. Void fragments makes me closer to the real.
That's not good. That is decent. Cast frequency. That's fine for penance.
The light fills me.
Electric into swing. That's pretty good. Cast frequency. That's probably does nothing. Cast frequency.
Another fragment claimed.
I'll do a cast for the double slash. Damage onto those three is good. No. I'm just gonna grab some of that. We're pretty low on rerolls now.
Titan, I come for you. Ready yourself.
Is the electrified on hitting them with it, or on the cast? Sounds like they do dazed every time they hit, so keeping them against the wall like this should actually be pretty good.
Wisdom and power.
Get extra bounces into them and extra crit chance. We have that. That's useless. That's fine. Sure.
I'll carry what others fear. Glory resounds and
I think there was something I was looking for here. Here we go. Poison applies dazed. 50% chance.
blood claim.
And then that's why I took the debuff passive rune thing at the start. So we could stack that up even more.
Blessings or a trap, we shall see.
That's useless. That's pretty good. That is decent. That's terrible. I think I'll just lock one of them and toss some rerolls then. Those are fine, I think.
Strength, pure and true.
Damage is useless on that. Cast frequency is good though. Duration's useless there. Potency.
A holy gift.
Damage. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Probably want to save the locks though. That's terrible. That's pretty good.
Justice burns within. Their blood fuels my path. Time to open the primordial portal. By the light, the final crusade so begins. Fragments of heresy.
That's not very good. That's not very good. That's decent.
I will break this curse.
I guess we could grab that. I think that's fine though.
Blessing I have taken. Each void fragment,
Cast frequency, yup.
an oath fulfilled. A true blessing. One step closer to the King's judgment.
We have that. Toss some rerolls, cast frequency.
Void magic cracks under divine purpose. Hold fast. Every shard matters.
That's useless. They're all useless. Cast frequency. Cast frequency.
I'll carry what covers me.
Potency. Multicast.
Fragments of heresy.
Yep.
I will break this curse. No tyrant's reign is eternal. Today, I will prove it.
It's a mirror match. Nope. That's useless. That's decent.
Blessed by the gods.
Potency, that's fine.
A holy gift.
Ah, there's just so much stuff in the arena. That's fine.
Dark gifts. I'll bear them all.
Oh, we don't have that yet. That's pretty good. Random damage boost.
The light fills me.
Bunch of different stats, multicast. We have a ton of that already. Is there anything cool here? Probably not. I'm just gonna take the bunch of different sets, I guess.
Justice burns within. One sigil burns in the name of the light.
And then now that we've run, I'm just going to see if we can face tank the Titans and still win. Probably not, but they're getting to be pretty bullet spongy, and I don't really feel like playing properly for like a 5-minute fight. That's decent, that's okay, that's pretty good. I think that's fine. What are our skills looking like? 1.1 billion versus 46 million. Yep, the day stacking really pushes that ahead of everything else. Electrified is actually number 3 though. Plus the day stacking on that.
The darkness weakens, the light advances. Faith and steel forged in Titan blood. Another triumph, another step toward victory.
Potency's good, we have that. Multicast, that's decent.
Void fragments makes me closer to the real challenge.
Bit of armor to make it easier to face tank here.
Another fragment claimed. Press on.
Cast frequency.
The darkness weakens, the light advances.
Potency.
Faith and steel forged in Titan blood.
I'm gonna do, I guess, the inspiration here.
Blessings or a trap, we shall see.
Electric into swing. Multicast on Rebuke, not bad.
Heavens sing with me. Another
Bit of
triumph,
more armor.
Another
Probably just cast frequency there.
toward victory.
I'm probably not even going to be able to get the inspiration up here.
Titan, I come for you. Ready yourself.
Alright, can we face tank him with 0 armor? It does not look like it. I do have pretty good healing though. Maybe I'll just move a little bit and see if I can kill him while still doing max damage and not really trying that hard, I guess. Electric improves those two, not bad.
A holy gift.
Yeah, I guess so.
The light fills me.
I thought I would just die instantly when I tried to face tank him, but we can actually take a few hits. Doesn't really matter. Ooh, we don't have that yet, I think. It's actually pretty good. Is there a way to make it so you can't, like, interact with the UI while you're fighting? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, that sounds like it, actually. Okay, nice. That was kind of annoying.
For the cause.
Yeah, more inspiration, why not? Exposed into Radiance, which applies Fragility. And since we don't have Fragility yet, that's actually pretty good.
King awaits. For the Dawn Stone, the light that must never fade. Flame and steel forged in Titan.
That's decent. That's quite good. It's starting to get pretty laggy. We're gonna have to fully turn that off now.
The darkness weakens, the light.
Cast frequency.
Advances.
Area.
Void fragments makes me closer to the real.
Potency.
Another triumph. Another.
Yeah, maybe that'll help with the face tanking here. He's a lot of those tornadoes that'll sit in the arena just constantly dealing damage over time. Maybe it'll help against those. Multicast. I'll grab both of those. We have some decent locks. That's probably just better for the main skill though.
The light fills me.
They're okay. I'll toss some rerolls. That's decent. That's very good. That's okay. We have a copy of that. It's not bad. I guess we actually could lock that as well.
Enlightenment. True power. Another fragment claimed. Press on.
Potency's pretty good. We have so much multicast already, though. Hammer of Wrath, no, that's pretty good.
Darkness weakens.
We're at 682 plus whatever's on the skill itself. Almost 1100% on the main ability.
The light.
Probably just get some more disarray there. Don't have that much of it yet.
Titan, I come for you. Ready yourself.
Alright, he one-shots me, so I'm probably just going to let it end here. My damage isn't terrible. Inspiration, let's go potency here. Speed up the fight a little bit. Yeah, I feel like this is just gonna take way too long at this point. If we had gotten some armor stacking from something, then I could just face tank them and do max damage the entire time. That'd be pretty easy. $16 trillion God's Rebuke. 1.2 on Radiance. Was that the... What is... It's gotta be... one of the Titan things, right? Can I see the Titan-specific powers in here? Radiance is the thing that applies, like, exposed or something, right? Well, it'll be one of them with 1 times on there. That one. Yeah, fragility. And that ended up being that much, huh? That would have been really high if we got that early on. That's a lot of damage, considering how late we got that. Some pretty big potential there. Tons of healing, just couldn't survive the one-shots at that point. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.